Alright, things are picking up in the YouTube boxing scene once again, this time now in the year of the big 2025. So the first thing that we gotta talk about here is KSI and Dillon Danis has been officially announced for March 29th to take place in the UK. So here they have a trailer that's about 2 minutes long. So let's see how this trailer is. Wait, what is this? War, a strong possibility of warfare, bloody violence, mayhem, and a knockout. Alright, that's a little bit cheesy, but...
I'm standing in the middle of the ring and I'm fighting him. Just go crazy.
My heart is just different. I don't think he's a real fighter. I think that I'm gonna break him, and I think he doesn't have the mind of a fighter.
Well,
in this game,
unfinished business.
There's no mercy. Respect is earned with blood, sweat, and broken pride. And everyone's got a price to pay.
It's been 15 months since I was lost, cheating in this ring.
Redemption is never given. It's taken.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am fighting Dillon Danis.
That confrontation, there was Samara, dude. And when Dillis came out to that one Eminem song.
Dillon Danis.
Finally, get my fucking hands.
That confrontation, of course, that's where they had first met up, and of course we saw the throw at the KSI with the cowboy hat.
Money, to be honest, I can guarantee I knock his ass out. Watch.
Dillon Danis.
Yeah, because they were supposed to fight at Misfits 4.
He's a clown.
What's left undone isn't forgotten. It's just waiting to be reckoned with. On March 29th,
JJ is coming.
He's coming back. These little YouTube auctions, they're gonna see what a real fighter feels like.
Well, we didn't see that in the Prime card, Dylan, now did we?
Why not just beat up a YouTuber for a ton of money?
Alright, so I think that Dillon is just getting into this KSI fight because, well, obviously big money, but he needs that money because he's in that lawsuit against Nina, and I think bro is running low on funds, so now he's taking up another fight with KSI here. But it is good money. It's going to be good money on both sides for both parties.
I am the Nightmare. KSI.
They really put that audio there, dude. I remember it, dude. That just was getting clown and everything, man. So they put the audio there.
You don't want to fuck with me. Let's get ready to rumble.
the world is yours, if you're willing to take it. But first, there's some unfinished business.
I like that billing name, Unfinished Business.
Misfits 21, Unfinished Business, only on DAZN.
All right. Okay, so me personally, I think I'm a little bit on the opposite end of what people are thinking because I've seen some reactions to this, but me, well, I'm not exactly like hype type, but this is an interesting fight to me because, you know, Dillon Danis, what he did with the Dillon Danis show against Logan the other year for the Prime card, that hype was wild, dude. I mean, 1 billion impressions on just the X platform for Dillon. Everybody was like talking about it. Bro was just constantly going at Nina. I don't know if he would be able to do the same thing. Nah, he won't be able to do the same thing here. I don't know if KSI has a girlfriend or not, but well, I mean, I guess you could diss it, but not in the term of not in the way that he does Nina, you know, calling her certain names and everything. But let me see the replies here, dude. Danis, okay, so the top reply here that's showing up for me, Danis literally fighting to pay lawyer fees for a case against Logan's wife, will likely be unprepared. That's still crazy that the lawsuit is still going, dude. And he laughs at Jake Paul's opponents. Well, at least this one's younger. At least it wasn't like that one Wayne Bridge situation from like weeks back. KSI starting to be an embarrassment. Absolute ass. Better than what was previously announced. That's what I'm saying. It's like, he's better than that. But I mean, who else could KSI fight? Well, Jake Paul. But who else could KSI fight that would be hyped? Okay, KSI news is hype. Jake Paul is about to fight Canelo Alvarez, ... Will this fight actually happen? Hell no, 66%. No thanks, I will save my money for Create Clash. Oh, okay, that one we'll get into a bit. LMAO, what's the point of this? To make money, to provide entertainment for one of the other parties that hates the other party to go at it. All right, come on, dude. You could criticize it, but you can't be asking dumb questions like this. Come on now. This isn't terrible. Would have definitely liked to have seen a bit of a tougher matchup. I do like the rivalry part of it though. Just hope Dillon shows up this time and actually tries to fight low. This guy got my thoughts on it pretty well here. Not a terrible fight. It's intriguing. I'm not gonna lie. It is intriguing. Of course, we would all like KSI to fight someone tougher, but then again, it's a tune-up match. Bro hasn't fought like a year and a couple of months, so he hasn't fought like 15 months about so. And the rivalry part of it is cool. You know, me, I'm a storyline guy. I like stories more than the just putting like the two best people at it. Unless if those two people have like a story or if they're like super undefeated. And the question as to if Dillon is going to show up, I think he's going to show up. He does need that. I do think he's likely running low on funds after having to pay the lawyer and stuff for the Nina lawsuit. I mean, either way, we'll see. So the announcement takes place, and then KSI goes on to say, when I found out I had the opportunity to fight him, I had to take it up. I finally get my payback for what he did to me at Misfits 3. That double guard BS won't work with me, pussy. See you soon. 15k likes on KSI's post here, but let's see what the top likes are saying. Now we're gonna see what the reaction is on KSI's account. Dude, top reply. You're such a hypocrite. You and Mams Taylor constantly criticize Jake Paul for taking easy fights against MMA fighters. You're now fighting someone worse than every opponent Jake has ever faced. Dillon doesn't even throw punches. Disgraceful. Worse than every opponent? I don't think so, dude. Nate Robinson? You think that Dillon Danis is worse than Nate Robinson? I don't think so, dude. Here we go again, the keyboard warrior. Dillon Danis is back. The keyboard championship. Nobody wants to see this dude not throw a punch for a whole fight again. I'd rather watch paint dry, bro. No, you wouldn't. Imagine making fun of Jake Paul, but then you fight somebody like this. That's a fair criticism there. Wade over here. The Tito Ortiz level promos will be legendary.
We'll see who's up.
Nah, bro, when this happened, this was hype, bro.
Good luck, bro. Good luck, bro. Oh, for real. Oh, show me. Who you killing, bro? You know, you're killing your fucking legacy, bro. Yeah, what? You know.
Dillon Danis is like a level A trash talker, dude. This fool, man, dude. Like, hopefully he brings it again this time around. We left that guy in 2023. Disgraceful. Not only did he already get his ass whipped, but he's already proven he doesn't take it serious and probably won't even show up. I don't know if it's MAMS or LSF, but your last 3 scheduled bouts have been awful. A 2v1, Wayne Bridge, and this clown. Dude, the 2v1 was a tough fight. Why? I don't know why people are hating on it. Why? It's just because it's like a gimmicky fight. Bro was going up against Anthony Taylor and Slim. Like, that's a really tough fight. Wayne Bridge, that one 100% criticizable. I don't know what KSI was thinking with that one. And this clown, hey man, I bet you'll be tuned into the build up though and be watching the pay-per-view. We don't want this fight, bruh. Just fight Jake already. The build up to this fight is going to be insane. That's what I'm hoping, man. But yeah, I posted it on my IG page, and we got a couple of comments here. I thought KSI wanted us to take good boxing career seriously. Leon Exposed is not even Mams deciding who he fights. It's his MMA coaches deciding. I'm betting on KSI this shit's gonna be rigged. This YouTuber should just do MMA. I don't know about rigged, but I feel like KSI will take an easy win here. Is he gonna fight his old high school bully next? They should know by now that he's not gonna show up. He'll just pull out like last time Mad Taylor. The last KSI setup fight, yes, he did pull up, but for the Logan fight, he pulled up, bro. Like I said, dude, I think that Dillon is gonna show up because he kind of has to, because he needs that money to fight against Nina in the lawsuit that they're in. But then we had this clip be posted onto the KSI Twitter X community, where it did show a little bit of hypocrisy. I don't think this is hypocrisy, but this clip here that I'm about to show you definitely did not age well.
Danis still thinks he has a chance to fight me 6 months down the line.
So this was when Dillon had originally backed out.
Dildo, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Fuck yourself. You are a pointless stain on this earth. Fuck yourself. Fuck yourself. Get fucked, you twat, you dickhead. Everyone now knows what you are. Bitch mate. You're a bitch, and you will never get this opportunity ever again. Danis.
Exactly, dude. Hey, but like I'm saying, dude, this message is intriguing. I'm going to be tuned in for sure. I'm going to be tuned in for the build-up, dude. I just wonder how, like, Dillon is going to go about in promoting it. But as where I guess we're seeing right now, Dillon hasn't really posted about it, but just an hour ago, he posted this picture here saying, Daddy's home. And Dillon's face on top of KSI's father's head. And we got KSI here, Daddy, and their mom. So, I don't know what this means, but hopefully it's an interesting ride that Dillon's going to take us on. Now, another boxing thing that got announced today was that Creator Clash 3 is officially returning on June 28th in Tampa, Florida. Tickets already seem to be out on this website, but they also posted this 58-second video, which I haven't seen yet, so let's react to it. I did see some of the fighters as I was like scrolling. I did see some of the fighters, but I don't think any of the fights. But let's react to this live. Dad? No. If Dad makes a return, it's gonna be sick. Harley. Myth. Dad. Harley versus LA Beast. Okay. Ren versus Trevor Evart. Not familiar with them too. Dad versus Jago. So we're seeing the return of Dad for sure. I don't know who Jago is per se. Tubbo versus Sabnap. Wait, the Minecrafters. Okay. I are they still like super relevant or something? Or are they gonna bring in the viewers like I think that they are gonna bring? Or are they like or is like 2025 they're like Celtic Shack type of thing? Nah, but this is still wild though. Tubbo versus Sapnap. Will Neff versus Odd Ones Out. Odd Ones Out is still coming back for another fight. Interesting. Myth versus Kevin Lerd Chago. Okay, so Myth return. Jay LeRae versus Ali Spagnola. I remember Jay LeRae. Lena Yad versus Funky Frogbait. Freddie Wong versus Ginger Bell. Freddie Wong. Is that the guy that made like special effects videos back then? It looks like it. Wait, hold up. Yeah. Popular. It is. Yo. Bro's actually going to be in the event. Alright, but yeah, that's Freddie Wong. Alright. So what's the main event? Okay, so here's the full card. Oh, and there's more to be announced. Creator Clash 3, June 28th. But man, dude, okay, so let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we got 9 fights already like confirmed, but there's more to be announced. For the Creator Clash 2, I think there were like 14 fights. There was a lot of fights, dude. I kind of didn't like that, to be honest. Like, if I were to have like a criticism of Creator Clash 2 was that they should have put way less fights in it and just like keep the bigger names in there. But now it seems like I guess they're not going to do that. I'm sure bring in the most audience you could bring because it's a charity event. But I mean, yeah, there's like some fights here that you could just probably get rid of, or like some opponents that you could just get rid of. But that was that. Tubbo. What the fuck does my Minecraft ass know about fighting? Ooh, I did a thing telling the Odd Ones Out, you got this. I did a thing. He was the one that beat the Odd Ones Out in the last event. Tubbo versus Sapnap. Alright, so there's people talking about, oh, okay. Alright, so Tubbo versus Sapnap is going to bring in the hype. Anissa, Idubs' wife, saying it's time. You know, gotta give some flowers to both Idubs and Anissa because, dude, putting on these events, hearing from them especially, saying that it's not easy. Like, and I am sure of it, it's not easy. So, you know, shout out to them for going at it once again. You know, just gotta hope that, you know, they're always getting flamed and stuff, but, you know, just gotta hope that they learn from their mistakes in the past couple of events, and which I'm sure they have, but we'll see how they do about it this time. Okay, but with that, Idubs obviously wasn't in the list of people that were fighting, and Idubs went on to confirm in saying here, in reply to the Creator Clash 3 announcement, saying, I'm not fighting. So there we go. Idubs is not going to be fighting in the event, but surely he'll be there. Well, let's go to the website and see what's the deal here. LA Beast versus Harley, Tubbo versus Sapnap. Oh, I assume this is going to be the main event, and then co-main event, and then the rest of the fights. I would say it's actually a pretty nice lineup, but it's just like I said, I feel like there's like too many fights. But we'll see. Now, the interesting thing about the Creator Clash 3 getting announced was, so they announced it, and then like moments later, KSI announced the KSI versus Dillon fight, and Nicholas over here mentioned that, saying KSI announcing a fight an hour after Creator Clash 3's card drops is fucking hilarious. But Nicholas Ori also went on to say, so it looks like the Creator Clash 3 roster dropped. Idubs isn't fighting, he's not listed. Oh man, I was expecting a dramatic improvement in the card, but the best they could do was Sapnap and Tubbo, tons of glove shitos again. Unironically, CC2 had a better lineup. Not pictures the dad guy again, and he's fighting a Humega lol. Yeah, I feel like Creator Clash 2 and Creator Clash 3 got the same type of popularity vibes. A lot of it just feels like throwaway. Okay, this fight is solid here. This fight is solid. Yeah, like I was saying, I'm not familiar with this Kevin guy. I know Myth. I know Odd Ones Out. I heard of Will Neff. Didn't he get like called out in the last event? Jay LeRae was from the last event. I'm not familiar with Ali Spagnola. Freddie Wong. Talked about him, but he hasn't like popped up in the like the culture space and like really at all, really. But I mean, it's because he does his own thing, he has his own content. Ginger Pearl, not familiar with. Trevor Evers, not familiar with. Reth, Corridor Digital. I mean, Corridor Digital sounds familiar, but I don't know. Ren, Lena, yeah, not familiar. Funky Frogbait, not familiar. Like, wait, isn't Lena isn't this Starkilla's girlfriend? Starkilla from H3 or her wife? Okay, yeah, I do know her then. But I guess it's like one of those things where it's like where you gotta be like tapped into different spaces and stuff, because yeah, a bunch of people might not know most of these people, but like I know, or I've heard their names before, like seen their content, some of their content before. But yeah, it's like that type of thing. And Willie Maxshaw here said, I will never understand the idea of having people like Myth on the card. He doesn't crack 30k views a video. I don't care about view count, but is this supposed to get loads of views for charity or not? Good point. Try to get Dream or Tommy in it. Should be stacked. Yes, dude. If you get Dream and Tommy in it right now, especially with because they're beefing, it will do some solid numbers. And I'm sure Dream would like to do it for charity. And I'm sure Tommy Innit would like to do it for charity. Get him on the card, man. All right, but yeah, that was that for the Creative Clash 3. All right, but the last YouTube boxing, I don't know if you can even consider this YouTube boxing anymore because we're talking about Jake Paul here, but the last YouTuber related boxing update here is that we got a report that Jake Paul is reportedly set to box Canelo Alvarez in May. And this is via Julian is Julius. I haven't looked into this guy, but apparently he's the source. I don't know how like credible he is. He did repost this Xero adding him, but I don't know how like credible he is. Interesting pick of true. Julian Julius was the first to report Canelo versus Crawford. And oh, okay, wait. Oh, wow. Okay, so Julian is Julius was the first to report Canelo versus Crawford in September, and that just like recently got announced. But the thing is here, like we're about to see why I'm a little bit skeptical of this Jake Paul versus Canelo thing. So we got this report here, and then Jake made a series of expos, which, these 3 expos are currently deleted, but I managed to get a screenshot of it. So here he says, well, first he says July 5th, NYC, it's time. So I seen that, and then I made an IG post on it, adding this slide here of the reports that Jake Paul is taking on Canelo. And read the comments. I mean, well, let's just read the comments over here. Yeah, okay. LMFAO, Bros Cook. Jake Paul versus KSI confirmed the year 2766. And then, I had to respond to that with 10-ounce gloves, no head guards. Somebody's getting knocked out. If you know about that meme, you're an OG in the YouTube boxing space. But yeah, we had that take place. So like I said, these 3 posts went on to get deleted. I think he deleted them because he went on to make it into just one individual post, which we see here. So I guess instead of not spamming people's feeds, he just like put it all into one post. But Jake says here, it's time, Saturday, July 5th, New York, New York. So saying that, what he said here with Saturday, July 5th, that directly contradicts with this report here that is supposedly taking place in May. Now, actually, what would be interesting is May 5th a Saturday. Okay, no, May 5th is a Monday. I was going to say, like, if they have the fight on May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, that would be, like, pretty interesting. But no, May 5th is a Monday, so it'll be on another date. But yeah, we see those contradiction and dates there. And Ariel Hawani goes on to speak about it, captioning this video here that he posted saying, there are some reports of Canelo x Jake Paul in May. Minute-long clip, let's see what he says.
There are some reports now coming out that Canelo Jake Paul is a thing in May as well. Which, by the way, what a freaking year for Canelo Alvarez. Holy shit. Those are 2 gigantic paydays. And he's the one who coined the phrase payday, payday, payday. So these are 2 massive things. My question to you guys is... Massive? A, do you have an appetite for Jake Paul versus Canelo? And B...
I do have an appetite for it, of course. I mean, it's mega fight right there. But I don't think right now. I feel like, I've been saying for years that I just like really had a feeling that Jake Paul versus Canelo would take place. Like, it's bound to, money talks. But I don't think right now is the moment. I don't think right now is the moment. I feel like, even though I've been saying it for years, like, I see it happening, I feel like right now it's still a little bit too early. I don't know, I don't know why. I just get that feeling in me that, like, it feels a little bit too early, especially for Paul, because I still don't think that he's ready for Canelo, but you never know, like, anything could happen. Oh, and let me say this. I do think that Jake Paul does have a chance against Canelo. I'll say that. Jake is just like a workhorse. And I know, like, Canelo's like levels of moment, but anything can happen in boxing. And I feel like Jake could luck out. It'll be a thing where Jake will have to like luck out on getting the victory against Canelo. I think Canelo will win, but I'm not putting it against Jake to lock in and get a win for himself. But I think Canelo would win. And Canelo should win because he's levels above, but things could happen, dude. Things could happen. Anything could happen.
And don't laugh at me for saying this or for asking it.
Don't ask it.
Is it a risk?
Don't ask it.
Is it a risk?
What are you about to ask?
Is it a risk?
Please don't ask.
We've seen this.
What do you mean a
risk? You
risk?
take that fight first, you slip.
We've seen this.
We've seen this with who?
With who?
We've seen this with who?
What's the comp for this? Give me a comp for.
I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
They said that they were going to do Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder slips, right? They said they were going to do Deontay versus AJ. They said they were going to do Hrgovic versus AJ. Hrgovic loses to Dubois.
Which one of those was?
Who did he slip to?
Deontay Wilder lost to what's his name? To Joseph Parker.
Like I said, I think Canelo should win, would win. No, I think Canelo would win, could win. I mean, if I'm saying would win, he could win. But he should win, like, This is his fight to win. But I'm not putting it out of the question that Jake Paul pulls off the upset. Could happen. It could happen. Okay, so I thought that Ariel was going to give us like some insights, but he was just like questioning as to like whether it's happening or not. But then we got this clip today from today's Impulsive podcast episode where Jake Paul had called into the show and Mike May like claimed that Jake Paul's upcoming fight announcement is the craziest thing of all time and bigger than Mike Tyson. So, aside from Canelo, I don't know who else it could be. How is it not Canelo? All signs lead to Canelo? Yeah, because who else could it be, dude? But yeah, this is a clip from the Impulsive podcast.
Do you have anything crazy you want to say, like a clip that we can clip? Like, do you want to talk about UFC people?
Wait, when are you announcing your next the fight?
The fight.
In roughly.
Oh my god.
Who's he
Oh
fighting?
my god.
It's the crazy. We can't say it. It's the craziest thing of all time. It's the craziest thing of all time.
All time. Bigger than Mike Tyson on Netflix. Like, there's only one name. Definitely not Mayweather, right? That would be like a whole exhibition. It's got to be Canelo.
It's insane.
Oh man. All right. Well,
bigger than Tyson.
Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
Wow.
Dive in.
Do you have anything?
And the clip ends there. But dude, now that I'm thinking about it, I think the reasoning why we got 2 different dates here. So we got the report here that Jake Paul is set to take on Canelo in May. But then Jake said July 5th. He said that about 30 minutes after the Exerto posted about it, but this Julian guy posted a bit before that. So like within hours, Jake made this post. I think this post might be legit then. And then what Jake did here was just throw up a different date to throw people off. I think that's what's happening here. I don't know. But this is still weird because right now we're in February. If they announce it right now, it's only like 3 months of hype. I don't think they would announce this huge mega fight when the fight's supposed to take place in 3 months. I don't think they would do that. I don't know, but YouTube boxing seems to be back. Let's get it.